don't even answer what your name is, officer?
Nope.
You can't even tell us that?
Nope.
Are you really an officer of the law?
Yep.
We don't have any proof that you are.
Well, that's
because you have a shirt that
Get
says
your driver's license out.
What is your proof that you're even legal to stop us? What is
Why
your
don't
proof?
you shut up?
What
I'm
is
not
your
talking
proof?
to you.
What is your proof? I'm being calm. You don't have to yell and spit in the car.
Yeah, I do.
Now you're spitting bodily fluids on us.
Yeah.
Every time we think we've seen every kind of law enforcement tyrant we could possibly witness, another cop comes along and proves we ain't seen nothing yet. Another shade of blinding tyranny arrives on the scene. Wrapped in a hefty, puff-filled uniform with a shiny badge that seems to grant not only special rights, but also a Godzilla-sized ego. For a little background on this video, a Lawrence, Indiana cop harasses a guy and his cousin after they spent over $1,000 in a local department store. According to them, the officer watched them buy everything and then followed them to their car. Their video picks up after they drive off and he screams that he's going to run their plates once they pulled from the parking lot. So they circle back around to ask him why he was being invasive and abusing his authority. This occurred on November 12, 2019 in Indianapolis, Indiana, on the city's north side shopping district. Now let's watch in awe as we see this Lawrence cop prove Lord Acton's time-tested observation that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
For what?
Because I told you to.
You haven't have a reason, sir. You didn't pull me over. But you didn't pull me over.
Get the license out, or I'll hit for a backup, and I'll take
call
you out of the car.
How much do you want to bet that this officer isn't going to be too interested in serving and protecting the passengers in this vehicle?
Call your
driver's license.
Call your supervisor,
Call
sir.
your
Get your driver's license out right now.
Call your supervisor.
Please call your supervisor, because
you're not
pulling me over neither.
You get your driver's license
Call
out
your
right now.
supervisor.
Show me ID.
Call your supervisor.
What do you need my ID for, sir?
Well, because you want to run your mouth to me.
No,
I want to identify you and put your name into my system because you want to run your mouth to me. Let's see, what law is that, officer?
because you was looking at my license plate for what?
Exactly.
For what?
You don't have the right to run this.
I got my rights
You
to
don't have
do
the right
anything
to run
I
this
want to
place.
do. I'm a police officer.
You can't run this.
Here's what I appreciate about this cop. At least he's more honest than the average Smokey Bear. He's merely verbalizing what pretty much every single cop believes. They believe that their costume and uniform grants them special rights that allows them to violate the rights of others without suffering adverse consequences. If we did what cops do on a routine basis, we would be rightly arrested and jailed for criminal activity. So I at least appreciate this cop's honesty.
That
Get your
doesn't mean
driver's
anything.
license out,
That
or I'll
doesn't mean
pull you
anything.
over and I'll tow your car.
You can't tow my car.
Get
You're
your
not pulling me
driver's
over.
license
You're not
out.
pulling me over.
Get your driver's
What is your badge
license
number,
out.
sir?
Right there it is.
What's
right
your name?
Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Read your badge number and your name.
Get your driver's license
Read
out,
your
or I'm gonna
badge.
lock you
I'm
up.
asking you. You can't
I'm
lock me
telling
up. You can't lock me up.
Control Tom 3315.
We're asking you to call a supervisor, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're not getting the supervisor.
We're not getting a supervisor. You see, he
Get your
said.
driver's license out.
So he's not getting a supervisor. We requested a supervisor.
I don't mind showing you my driver's license,
me your
but
driver's
what is your
license.
reason that you're asking?
Because
Why?
you're acting suspicious.
How's he
About
acting-
what?
'cause
You what? We was in there shopping.
I said, show me your driver's
What
license.
is the suspicion, sir?
Get your driver's license out.
You can't
Just
state
show
the
me your
suspicion.
driver's license. That's all I
Sir,
want to see.
you're not explaining to me. You didn't pull
I'm
me over.
explaining to
You
you.
jumped out your car and
I'm
asked me
doing
did I
an
want to.
investigation.
What are you investigating?
Look,
You
get
just
your
seen me in there
driver's
shopping.
license
out.
I paid.
'Cause
I
we spent
paid.
money.
I paid for everything that I bought.
Get your driver's license out.
Sir,
Show me your driver's license. If you don't got no warrants or nothing, you're gone. I don't have no problem.
what is the reason
Get
that you're
your
stopping
driver's
me?
license. I'm not going to argue with you no more.
I'm not
If
arguing. I'm trying to understand
Show 'em your
something.
The other
We
car
got
gets
video.
you, I'm going to take both of you out,
Show
and I'm going to tow your car.
Can you give me your name?
Your failure to identify.
I'm not. You have no
Show me
reason.
your driver-
You have
show
no
me your
reason to
driver-
pull me
Show
over.
me your driver's
You
license.
didn't even pull. You're not even behind me. You jumped out the car and told me
Exactly.
to stop.
You stopped right here.
We weren't in traffic, sir. We were
Give me
pulling out
your
of a
driver's
parking spot.
license, or I'm going to tow your car.
You're not
You
going to
can't
tow
tow
anything.
the car, sir.
You're not going to tow a car.
Step it up.
Call 911.
I am.
On my phone.
He's
Your
Lawrence.
driver's license.
He's Lawrence too. I know a couple of them.
I'm not refusing anything. I just want to
First
know.
of all,
Your driver's license.
First of all, you had to suspect him of a crime to ask for his identity. You didn't do that.
You don't know the
Yeah,
law.
yeah, I do know the law.
No, you don't know the law.
Once you
Get
look
your
me,
driver's license out and make this easy.
Now let's check this out real quick. Can you refuse to show ID to police in Indiana? Can police ask for my ID? If you're driving and police pull you over for an infraction or ordinance violation, you must provide them with identification. Refusal to do so is a Class C misdemeanor. If you're a passenger, though, a 2010 Indiana Court of Appeals decision says you can refuse. Well, there was no infraction or ordinance violation, and there's no articulated suspicion of criminal activity verbalized by this authority-abusing officer. Therefore, even within the confines of this law enforcer's own laws, these guys are in the right.
Just show me your driver's license and you can go.
what's your name, officer? That's all I want. Because we're
Show
following
me
the...
your driver's license and you can go.
We asked for a supervisor. You denied us that.
I'm not going to get a supervisor.
I'm asking for your name.
I'm off-duty employment.
You're off duty?
Exactly. Off-duty employment.
If you're off duty, then why are you stopping people?
And I'm stopping you because you're suspicious.
Why are
About
we
what?
suspicious?
Well, what'd you come back around for?
Because I want to know
No, you jumped out of the car on us because we
Exactly.
looked at you.
Because I don't know what you guys are doing. Now show me your
You don't know
driver's
what we're
license.
doing? You just seen
Show
us
me
shopping.
your driver's license.
You don't look. You see all these bags in the back of the car? We just came out of the store seeing you, so you
Show
know
me
what
your
we're doing.
driver's license. Just show them to me. And if your driver's license check out, I'm gonna let it go.
What the hell does "you're suspicious" mean? In order to ID, you have to have reasonable suspicion that somebody has committed or are committing a crime.
Oh, it's not gonna be let go.
I don't care what.
Sir, what is
don't
your
threaten
name?
me. Are you threatening
It's not
me?
gonna be let go.
Are you gonna threaten me?
You're
Are you
why
crazy?
Why you got your
You
hand
gonna
in
threaten
here?
a police
Why
officer?
you got your hand on the window? I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried about you. I
I'm
haven't
not
done
worried
anything.
about you
We
either.
ain't broke no
Get your
laws.
driver's license out right now.
We have not
I'm
broke
about
no
to,
laws.
sir. Can you give me your name?
Get your driver's
Name?
license out.
Can
You're
you-
not
can
getting
you
my
identify
name. Get
yourself?
your driver's license
Can
out.
you identify
Get
yourself?
your driver's license
Can you
out.
identify yourself, sir?
You see who I am? You see my badge?
What's your
But
name?
what is your name?
Get your driver's
What is your
license.
name, sir?
Control Tom 3315.
What is your name, sir? That's all we asking you is your name.
Ma'am, can you send officer to back me up at Nordstrom Rack on 82nd Street?
Refusal to identify your...
Negative.
Refusing to identify himself.
Get your driver's license out.
A civil servant.
Off duty.
Off duty, pulling people over at Nordstrom parking
Ain't
lot.
nobody pulled you over. You stopped.
Well, if you ain't
No,
pull us over, you don't need to
stopped
see no
me.
license.
You jumped out and stopped
No,
me.
I said, show me your driver's license.
You jumped out and
I
stopped me.
said, show me your ID.
You jumped out and stopped
I'm
me,
not
sir.
gonna argue with you.
It's
Sir,
not an argument.
Okay, we
wait,
just had.
just wait,
It's
real
just
quick.
one question. What was the reason for you jumping out on us?
Suspicious behavior.
What, like what?
Exactly.
What was the suspicious behavior?
Exactly.
Buying a bunch of shoes
But
at
you guys are
Nordstrom?
coming back around to look at me.
No,
or
you
do
jumped out the
whatever
car.
You're gonna do.
You
I don't
jumped
know
out
if
the
you got
car
guns or
first.
what.
You jumped out the car first. That's why we
Get
came
your
back.
driver's license out. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Because you ain't got to do nothing. He can't even pull you over out there. He can't pull you over.
Get your driver's license
Let's go,
out.
cuz.
We're gonna wait for backup, sir.
Yeah, we wait.
An authority over you, or
You
however.
don't have no authority over
Not
me.
me. Not
We're
me.
asking. We
No
want
cop
the.
has no
supervisor.
authority over me.
Your
Who's your
supervisor?
supervisor?
I don't have a supervisor out.
Oh, you're a self-contracted civil servant. Is that what you're saying?
I don't answer questions to you. We'll wait.
Have you been drinking today, officer? When was the last time you beat your wife or abused your kids or hit a defenseless animal? Can you tell us that, officer?
You don't even answer what your name is, officer?
Nope.
You can't even tell us that?
Nope.
Are you really an officer of the law?
Yep.
We don't have any proof that you are.
Well, that's
Because
too
you have a
bad.
shirt that
Get
says
your driver's license out.
What is your proof that you're even legal to
Shut
stop
up.
us? What is
Why
your
don't
proof?
you shut up?
What
I'm
is
not
your
talking
proof?
to you.
What is your proof? I'm being calm. You don't have to yell and spit in the car.
Yeah, I do.
Now you're spitting bodily fluids on us.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Better get your driver's license out.
that's all right, officer. We're compliant. You have to suspect him of doing something. Suspicious behavior.
These guys were inside there. They got a bunch of stuff, and then they run their mouth to me as they were leaving to try to make sure I didn't get their license plate, and then he didn't want to show me ID.
Officer Strelman.
Nothing that this cop said to this other cop is worthy of forcing anybody to show him their ID. This cop literally has nothing on these guys. Absolutely nothing.
So loss prevention said that they stole items?
No, they didn't steal items.
We bought a bunch of
They
items.
bought a bunch of stuff, but when they were sitting right here, I was trying to get their license plate. He hollers out the window, "You're not getting my plate," and he takes off. So I went to get him. Then he comes back and he stops here. So I asked him for driver's license.
It's all on video. That's not what happened.
What infraction did he commit?
Nothing at all, officer.
It's suspicious behavior. I'm wanting an ID.
Okay. What was suspicious about it?
Because he was calling me out in my car.
What did I call you, sir? I didn't call you anything.
You
I
wouldn't know what
I
I
asked you,
was
what were you
doing.
trying to get my license plate for? That's what I asked you.
Okay. Well,
And then I came back to really see what was going on
That's why we stopped in front of the store.
with my hazards on. And he jumped out. We have it on record. He jumped out and told me to stop.
And started asking us for ID and all this and that. And
And
then
he said we was looking suspicious. How? We was in the same store he was in. We was shopping.
he just
I'm
seen
a
us
loyal
shop.
customer here. I shop here all the time. The thing is, he asked for my license for what reason?
That's all we asked him, officer. That's all we asked him. What infraction or what crime do you suspect us of committing? And then we asked him for a supervisor. He said, "You're not getting a supervisor."
hang tight for me for just 1 second.
Yes, sir.
If you want to see the rest of this video, go to Slimefish People's Champ channel. It's pretty interesting how it ends. If you head on over there, tell them High Impact Vlogs sent you. Here's the takeaway. The guys in this car stood their ground and they held fast to their freedoms. Not just for themselves, but for everybody in this country who cares about freedom. An injustice done to one man anywhere is an injustice done to all men everywhere. And this tyrant cop was using his authority to violate the rights of others. And when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. And these guys resisted injustice. Help me overcome YouTube's censorship and suppression algorithms by sharing this video with everybody you know, everywhere you can on social media. And leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.